Well, good evening to everyone. First of all, guys, I know what all you're going to say. I know what all you're saying already. Late. But one thing all you can't say, though, all you can't say are always late. Welcome to Ride Along Live for today, and we're broadcasting from the Amazing Colors Mass Camp right here, smack down Melville Street. And the vibe is nice. So as you guys come and share up the thing, we have a special treat for all you and ting. Yes, we do. As you guys come and go ahead and share up the thing, share up the thing, share up the thing. I could just see all the customer already. Half an hour late, Junior. What kind of thing is that? I know, I understand. I understand your feeling. But my next guest, she wanted to be like fashionably late. She wanted to be fashionably late. I said, okay, no problem, you know. No problem, we go work with it. Okay? So guys, as you come and go and share up the thing, this is a carnival season. We are priming up, getting ready for Spice Mass 2022, a massive event. And in a few days will be the fantastic Friday, where all the artists coming up head to head for the covenant title of Soca Monarch 2022. So we have the lone female in competition. The lone female in competition, guys. She's here inside the studio with us. We go vibe, we go talk, we go chat, and give you guys an opportunity to chat with her as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we got Pink Fabalous, but I ain't showing all your Pinky yet. Nah, all you ready for Pinky yet. If all you ready for Pinky, you gotta press love. Just keep pressing the love, and then we go bring in Pinky. Well, for now, all you ain't saying nothing. All you ain't saying nothing. You ain't saying nothing, man. No vibe. Nah. Everybody share up the thing. I'm doing it right now as well. I'm doing it as well. Yeah, I share in here, I share in there. There are so many. Yes, we're here. Right. Boom. Yes.
Who can even say on your chest?
Lacey, how you doing? Everybody share. I could see Lydia James there already. I didn't even look at the chat yet, but I could see Lydia James there already. Lydia, big up yourself. How you doing? Alright, hold on. 2 more groups and we're bringing on Pinky Fabalous. 2 more groups and we're bringing on Pinky Fabalous. Hey Ingrid, how you doing? Big up yourself. Good evening to you. I see you. Martin, I'll go.
Take on and stay quiet. You're getting on like you.
Alright. Let's bring on Pinky Fabalous. I kept you guys on suspense for long enough. She is here. Pinky is here. And you see how she's sitting down there? She usually don't be sitting at all. Pinky is one person you ain't gonna find she's sitting down very often whatsoever. Pinky, welcome to Ride Along Live. Welcome to our impromptu studio here at the Melville Street Mass Camp. How are you doing, Pinky?
I'm good.
You're good?
Yes. Very good, I should say.
This is all about you. Because this year has been and is an amazing year thus far. You already have 1 title under your belt.
No, I wouldn't say one. I actually, first of all, I want to say it's not just all about me. It is all about us. It's we thing. So when I represent well for the ladies, and it's also woman empowerment. When I represent well for the ladies, it's all about us standing firm as a woman in this industry. Doesn't just represent in Pinky Fabalous. It's for the women. It's for Grenada. It's for Carnival.
Right. You know, a lot of people hear your music now. They see you on stage and they see you as a lone female going into competition. A lot of people don't know your history.
That's it.
They don't know your history.
That's it. And I I understand that because you cannot walk around and explain your history to everyone.
Right.
You know, as I would say, I mean, in this industry, people are going to get to know me now because I'm more out there because of the celebration with my success this year. But I've been trying for years. You know, it's not just 2022. It's been for a very long time.
Right. So tell us, let's go back a little bit. Give us some history. Who is Pinky Fabalous?
Well, Pinky Fabalous is a very energetic person, very friendly, easygoing, humble.
Right.
You know, I'm a go-getter, hard-working woman. I'm also a family woman. You know, I have a very high spirit energy. As you say, I don't settle. I don't sit down.
Right.
And it's not just about settling. I always go for what I want without giving up.
Right. So let's go back a couple of years now.
From the start.
You came into this business.
2011.
You came into the business 2011. Who were you looking at? Like, who are some of the artists that you are aspiring, that you're looking at, that you...
I used to look at Mr. Killer. I like his energy. I like his vibes. I see myself as a female killer. I used to look at Destra, you know, different artists.
Yeah.
Not just soca music, but R&B, you know, just I'm into fashion, and I always see myself on a big stage.
Right.
So then I decided 2011 I was going to sing soca. And I remember my first time going to the studio, I went by Lavaman and, you know, we were calling for rhythms.
Right.
And then eventually we called Wasways. And they had this rhythm out. It was different young producers that produced those rhythms. So whichever one you choose, they would contact that producer and he will give the yes or the okay, whether he wants you on that rhythm or not.
Right.
And when Lava called, I guess because of Lava having a strong say in the soca business and having that connection with the other artists, he was able to get a yes, and they said, send me up. But when I got to the studio, all the guys were looking at me like, well, what is woman doing here? And the rhythm I chose, it was a very difficult rhythm. That rhythm was called the Monster Energy rhythm. I was told Talpri wanted to write that rhythm, but no artist could not find the proper formula or the way to write that rhythm. It was so fast. You see, I'm like a top. I like to gyrate and wind up. You know that, eh?
Yeah, well, yeah.
So I wanted a rhythm where I feel I could just get on stage. In that time, not even thinking about the groovy segment of music, or, you know, it was just all about pace.
Right.
Not being knowledgeable about the music industry. And nobody couldn't write the rhythm. And it's only a few years after Wasways and them say, when I came, they were saying in their mind, but what does church lady want with this kind of thing? You know? And I started off with them. I remember it was Cell Block. That rhythm belonged to Cell Block.
Yeah.
So Cell Block, I mean, he was young in the business. Of course, when I did the first song was called Too Much Whining. It went like this. Too much whining, too much whining, too much whining.
I remember that.
Right. And I did that song. And I was just so excited because I actually got through with music. I actually got through with writing a rhythm. It wasn't any caring about the song was mastered properly. It wasn't anything about the way it was arranged, because at that time, at the process at that moment, it was just all about me accomplishing writing a rhythm, because that's all I knew. That's all I wanted. And you know, Angus was managing Flo Lime at that time.
Yeah.
And I went down to, they used to have Carnival City at Lazy Lagoon. And I went there, and of course, I was given the opportunity to perform. And of course, I mashed up the place. So then Carnival Committee called me back one more time to perform again. And it started from there. But the music was not getting played on radio. So, you know me, I thinking, well, okay, here I have this song mashing up, but it's not being played, it's not being aired on radio.
Right.
Not knowing. So I'm comparing that time to now. Because of my knowledge now about music, I understand why the song was not mashing up. You know, and people, I mean, they would see the glory of it now, but I used to be on the side of the stage. Waggy could tell you, Judah could tell you, with my little CD begging for a blind because I just want to be seen. And that is why Junior Firmino, I would understand when artists would come with a song and they say that, you know, my song bad. Because once you do a song for you, your product is good. And remember, experience brings teaching and knowledge. So if you, at that moment, all I care about is that I sang this song and it should be played, not knowing that there's a lot of other things that need to be known about the industry, about music.
Right.
Right? So that's the difference, and that's just a part of my journey in the music industry.
Did you ever meet at a point in time in your career that you said, yo, this look as a male-dominated industry and it's hard for a woman to break through? Because I oftentimes heard
a lot of women say that.
Yeah, that even they would like if there was female producers, because they feel like they have to, when they go into the studio, there's only men in there, and
that's right.
You know, it's hard because you have to still 8 hours, and sometimes the men and them could be kind of challenging to work with.
So that is a very, very good question, and I want to just break it down. Now for me, yes, the thought came through my mind, because of course, if you've been doing this time and time over and you're seeing yourself like not getting through.
Right.
But at the same time, you have to sit down and think. And I want to be very honest about this, because this is a very serious question. At the same time, you have to sit back and say to yourself, why is it that it's hard for a woman? Now, whether we have a female producer, that doesn't make a difference. She's
Right.
only producing the music. She's the one that's only going to record your music or the one to produce your music. But it starts from there with you billing that music. So whether it's a female, it's a male, it's not even just about the studio time. It stems from beyond that.
Right.
The promoters are male. The headings of Carnival are males. If you look at the performance, like let's say in the big shows like Soca, Monarch and all that, it's easier for a man, because and you know, only now I've experienced this, because it's been said to me this morning that, remember, you're a female, so if you're going to go that far, you have to be careful with some of your presentation because you're a woman.
Right.
And it's not just in the music industry. If you look at life and you look back at things, now we are seeing that women are dominating. Women are trying to show that we can do this. So it's not just about music. In life itself, men are being placed to do certain things. Women are being placed to do certain things. It's changing. You're seeing male hairdressers. You're seeing males doing things that women would do. You're seeing women doing things that men are doing. You see women doing construction and all of these things. So it's not just that. And then for me, women are women's worst enemy. I don't want to criticize women, but it's the truth. Women fight on women. Because in this experience now, in this successful moment, I've seen women are the one that should be saying, hey, what? I like what says I like Boise, but a woman making it thus far, and it's just her alone, and just looking at my journey, knowing that I've been struggling for all these years, right. I'm going to support her.
Yeah.
But some of them, she's not going to make it, it's a man thing. So I'm not just going to blame the men, I'm blaming the women. And in life, in everything that you do, one voice cannot be heard. We need voices.
Right.
And if we don't stick together, how is it going to change? If we are accepting the fact and having the knowledge that this is a man thing, but it's not a man thing, it is our thing, it is our culture. The world is not made up of man alone, it's male and female.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And everyone talented in their own different ways. Our culture, you know, everyone is talented in their own different ways. There's space for everyone. And if we are not sticking together as female, how are we going to overcome? How are we going to say, hey, what? This is how it's going to be. A woman can do this as well. But if women are looking down on another woman that is given the opportunity, it would remain the same way. Because as much as people are saying, Boise shouldn't do this, who he think he is, but then actions speak louder than words. So they are only saying this with their mouth, and it's not just Boise. I understand certain things, and I always say that it should be more of a unity and communicating. Right. You know, I understand where he comes from, because me being a part of Soca Monarch this year, I'm understanding the expense. Grenada Soca Monarch is one of the most anticipated anticipated show. Yes, we have Trinidad and Tobago who have a big thing. They're international. But we are talking about our uniqueness. They bring it. The presentation, the anticipation, the excitement just to see what this artist, the Terror, the Lava, the Dash, the Vaughn, all of these artists are going to bring. It's wonderful. It's creative. it costs a lot of money. If you have to rent, let's say, a truck, it's costly.
Right.
You know, it takes a lot. And yes, some may say, well, why they have to go to the extreme? But you're still hearing folks are saying they're not going to Soca Monarch this year because the big artists are not there. So I'm just saying this, we are very hypocritical, because before they became the big artists, they started just like me. They started just like the other young man.
Yeah.
So why not give them that chance? Why not support them? And maybe next year, because you came out and you support, they are going to see that this is something great. This is not just about one man. It's our culture. We all benefit from this. When we have Carnival, the producers make money, the promoters make money, the man that sits on the side of the road with a tray
makes money.
Everyone makes money. It is our thing. It's not just one person.
Right.
And that is why we have to unite. We have to unite, and without unity, what is going to happen? We are doing all this. We're on social platforms saying all these things, throwing shades, and at the end of the day, remember, it's the world seeing this. It's not just us.
Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Don't you realize, I've sit amongst other artists from different Caribbean countries, and how many of them have said that Grenada is where they vacate for Carnival. Even though they're working, it's like their time to celebrate. They enjoy a job. They enjoy some of the mass that we have. And here we want to change these things because we want to be like the others. But we have to understand that we are all unique.
Yes.
Yes, there are areas that we can upgrade, but we cannot just change everything. We have our own uniqueness.
Yeah, absolutely. Guys, we're chatting here with Pinky Fabalous. This is the first in the series of conversation with artists right here and right along as we go into Soca Monarch Fantastic Friday. Now, Pinky happened to be the lone female in this competition. And I've heard it time and time again, over and over, how difficult it is for women to break into the industry.
That's right.
In Calypso, in Soca. But it seems like you are in a position this year to
make a change.
And to break that ceiling that says that women should stay away, or women shouldn't be, or women can't win Soca Monarch, because you are a tough competitor this year.
Yes.
And you're doing well.
And I think it all has to do with the way that you think. Your thoughts have to do with a lot to do with your progress. The way that you think, the way that you carry yourself, believing in yourself and believing that you can do it. There's no word as can't. I've been told on numerous occasions growing up as a young woman that I would be nothing. You know, wow. I've been told that. And if I was to sit and believe what I've been told, I would not be sitting here today. I would not be the strong woman that I am today. And I have to give thanks to my village that I came from, my struggles, my mom. Because growing up, I'm from Belmont, and I can tell you this, Belmont was a place, and even now where you've been labelized. And people don't understand, a community does not make you who you are. I don't want to say it wrong. The name of a place does not make you who you are.
Right.
It's the way that you think. It's your mindset. And it doesn't matter where you come from, what village you're from. But once you set your mind that you're going to be somebody, and you stick to that, and you aim, you go for what you want, you can achieve anything.
Yeah, absolutely right. Let me just say this really quickly, guys. I see the complaints of the noise. It's partially a couple things, right? And I promise you tomorrow we'll perfect it. But there's a lot of air coming in from the outside, and the traffic on Melville Street, of course, is moving. We're not in an enclosed space, so that's why you're getting a little bit of a feedback from the audio. But I'm sure you can hear us properly, although there might be a lot of air. And I'm sure you can hear Pinky properly and listen, and she's making great sense of what it feels like to be at this place at this point in time, right? So guys, if you could just kind of just ignore the little noise a little bit now. Listen to what she's saying, all right? And of course, in a little bit, we're going to open up the phone line as well, so you guys could chat with Pinky Fabalous right here on Ride Along Live. And again, it's first in the series up until Carnival. We're going to be bringing you access to artists, so you could talk to them live right here. Pinky, let's talk about this particular season right here. This season, we came out from a pandemic.
Yes.
A lot of people died. Depression. Did you have second thoughts about even coming back into Calypso Soca?
Never. I was anxious. Anxious, for me, I wouldn't sit here and say the pandemic didn't affect me. It did in many ways, but what kept me together was my family life, you know. We took that moment, and we have to understand. I would tell you this, Junior. I know what it's like to be up there and go back down, back up and back down. So that challenge for me wasn't effective. Yes, I miss my freedom, but at the end of the day, you sit and that gave you a moment to think about life, and that you are not in control.
Right.
Man is not in control about life. It's just like taking a chance with a man. It's just like taking a chance with, I want to be this. You don't know what the outcome would be, but you're taking that risk. So for me, I took that moment and I spent time finding who I am, searching, building that hunger for believing that we are going to get a chance again to have carnival. Because remember, we went into something strange that we never experienced.
Yes.
We went into a pandemic and everything just happened like this, you know, where your freedom was not, you were not permitted to go outside. You were given time. You were given time when to make groceries. You were actually under control.
Yeah.
And you know, man have to understand that. I used to sit home and watch all these shoes and clothes and material things, and it boils down to just having your family, just being loved and having that special time with the people that really means a lot to you. You know, and we have to understand that material things, I love to look good, I like nice things, who doesn't? But that is not all in life.
So, someone said that it gave them the opportunity to really see life differently.
That's right.
Look at life differently. I was one of the lucky ones. As I said it before, I had COVID, and when we came out of it, after I came out of COVID, I said, there are so many things I wanted to do that I didn't do, I neglected to do. I'm gonna do it. I traveled the world,
yes,
even in the middle of COVID.
Yes.
Because I felt like that could have been my last breath.
Time, yeah.
You know what I mean? And I've seen even artists, they were saying at the point in time that this is affecting them so much, they can't even write. They can't even focus. Because when they look around, all they're hearing and seeing is death. Did you have a block or going into a situation where you just felt like...
No. I felt like, my belief, and I'll be honest, was that we are going to pull through this, and it is some formality of a life change. Maybe we would not be able to have carnival again, but I don't know if you were following up on me and my family, we took that time and we just changed everything. We took little things that people would throw away or things we wouldn't appreciate.
Yeah.
You know, and we made things, we had fun at home. We had a good time at home, so we worked on ourselves so that we wouldn't be depressed. You know, and I'm happy, and I thank God the Almighty that, of course, I didn't really lose any close family members, but I lost friends, you know, people that I knew. It was a sad situation, and I have to say, you know, condolences to all the people that lost family during that pandemic. But at the same time, it gave us an opportunity to sit and think about ourselves, our lives, and what we want. You know, and at the same time, I was still seeing people, despite what we've been through, were querying about they want a fete, they want a party. And at that moment, we supposed to be praying. We supposed to be praying and thinking about our lives and how we are not in control. But still, if you notice, some people, it made them wiser. Some people, it made them more creative.
Yeah.
Some people, again, it made them change their thoughts about life. But then to some, it didn't. Some, it made them even more aggressive. It made them even more selfish. It made them even think that, okay, I have to prove a point that after COVID, I can still live the way that I used to. So it had its up and its down. You see a lot of young people open businesses.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of the artists like Looney Spark and Electrify, like Lava Man, you know, they open businesses. They'll use their creativity to say, well, here what? I'm not able to sing on stage again because this is my livelihood. I'm going to do something so that I can continue to live or to support my family. And this is what people have to understand. You can have money today. You can be wealthy where you're comfortable, and that all that can be taken away from you in less than a minute because you are not in control of this life.
Yeah, you're so right. Guys, we open up the phone line. If you want to speak to Pinky, you could call in right now, 718-701-5720. You could call on the WhatsApp, guys. Call on the WhatsApp, and we'll chat here get a chance to chat with Pinky Fabalous on her very successful year thus far, and being the lone female going into competition, Soca Monarch competition. We also want to speak a little bit about her preparation going in, and if you saw the last Soca Monarch Pinky was in, which one was that? Boss Yard.
Yeah.
You won Boss Yard.
That's right.
You were well. I thought, seeing your performance there, I thought that you were going into the international Soca Monarch. You was well prepared. We got a caller on the line. Let's see if you could take this call. I'll have to tell you.
What
the person sick, because I have the headphone. Caller, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Canada.
Hello. Hold on, caller. 1 second, caller. Yeah, hello?
I am calling from Canada. Are you hearing me?
Yes, Canada. I'm hearing you. Go right ahead, Canada.
Okay, first and foremost,
yes.
Pinky, I want to congratulate you.
She want to congratulate you?
Junior, I always know that Pinky has wings.
Yes.
Pinky, this is Vicklin. We went Happy Hill Secondary School together.
Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I always know that Pinky has wings because, every year when we have sports,
yes,
she always brings home the victory for our house, for Griffith House. Year after year, Pinky would win the cross-country competition. And Junior, when she wins this competition, she don't win in it by a minute or half an hour after. Sometimes Pinky arrive in the school a whole hour or 2 hours before the second competitor. So she always has this drive in her to be a winner. And I am definitely not surprised at Pinky Fabalous. Pinky, I want to tell you, follow your dreams. Don't let nothing stop you. Remember, you have a creator who created you inside and outside. And he knows your ability. You know the strength that he sustains you with daily. And you go with your strength and keep flying high. Keep using your wings to reach the height that you can. And don't let no one tell you cannot, because you know deep within you have that power, that spirit, and that motivation to keep going. And listen, I am not surprised at you because I know you very well, Pinky. And keep your wings open. Keep your wings busy. You never know where you can land. Congratulations again, Pinky. God bless you and all the best.
So much. Thank you so much for your kind words, your encouraging words. I do appreciate it. And of course, it's not new to me because, as she said, I remember in school, every year someone new would say to me, this year, this other girl come in and she go beat you, and I'll be telling myself, nobody can come in and beat me. I have to keep up that standard. So I won 3 years in a stretch.
Yeah.
In Happy Hill Secondary School. Yeah, so it's the truth. And even so now, I'm seeing a lot of the men throwing their talk, and I would just smile. I'll give them back chats.
Yeah.
People don't understand. When you speak negative to me, it gives me an urge. It pushes me more. Mm-hmm. Not to prove myself, but to show you that, yes, I can do it. That's the kind of woman I am.
Yeah, absolutely. We got another caller on the phone lines. Caller, go right ahead.
Good evening. Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we're hearing you.
Hello.
Fine. Go right ahead.
Okay. Hello, Pinky. This is Mom's Lydia.
Yes, Lydia, we're hearing you. Go right ahead. We're hearing you fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Pinky, I know you can do it. It's not no one know you. It's not no one pushing you. It's not no one judging you. I know you can do it. And have no fear. I know you can go out there and put your A game. So all the best. You just go there and do what you got to do. Okay, my darling.
Thank you so much. And I must compliment Miss Lydia James. She's always the one to message me and give me a word of encouragement and keep pushing me. And this is why I have to make this point, that people don't understand that sometimes you don't have to go on the platform and criticize. But it's not what you do, it's how you do it. Sometimes you message someone privately. If you genuinely care about them and you don't want to cry them down, you message them privately and say, hey, what? You're a beautiful young woman. Maybe you don't have to dress like this, or maybe you can do this way. It helps. But, you know, you don't know how people would react depending on how you bring across a message.
Yeah.
And that's it. I respect people. I respect the fact that, if you notice, I would always thank everyone, because people don't understand me. I am very appreciative of anyone that support me or encourage me in any way whatsoever. Really, I am, and I just want to say thank you. And I really appreciate Lydia. I call her moms because I see her as a mother. Not just because of her age, but she plays a motherly role in my life by always contacting me and, you know, giving me great encouragement to be a better person, how to develop myself to even be a better person in society. So I just want you to know that I appreciate that, and I love you.
We've got another caller on the phone lines. Caller, go right ahead.
To even be a better person in society. So I just want you to know that I appreciate that, and I love you.
Caller, live. Go right ahead. Yeah, go right ahead, caller.
Hi, good afternoon, Junior.
Yeah, go right ahead. Hi.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
And good afternoon, Pinky. This is your girl, Nafisia, giving you all the love. I know Pinky from ever long. This is the first time I've ever seen so much smiles on Pinky, so I know she's happy place. And I am rooting for you as usual. Big up and all the best.
I appreciate it. I want to say something, Junior. You know, it was funny that when we were we actually did our picking at the lotto. And I was, they were doing it in alphabetical order, so I was number 4. And before I went in, Rootsman Kelly can tell you, I said, listen, this is not just happening, this is God's work. I'm getting number 10. When I went in, this is funny, eh? When I got in and I picked, it was number 10. So when I came out, they say, girl, whatever you're doing, walk in. So, you know, I'm funny. I like to make jokes. I say, sprinkle the oil, sprinkle the oil. And, you know, they were all laughing. And I sit down and I said to him, listen, I honestly believe that that is happening. And my husband would tell you what I would say to him. For some reason, I'm not worried. I'm not stressed. I don't want to lie, but I do have a little tension. And sometimes when I think about the performance, my stomach would boil because it's only natural. But me doing something, sometimes I'm always stressed because I always want to be great. I always want to do my best. But it's like there's something talking in my head, telling me to relax. Listen, this is very personal, this is very spiritual. It's just this voice talking, my subconscious telling me to relax, don't stress, everything is going to work out. And from prelims to semis to now, I've been going through this. I remember before prelims, I had a bit of trouble to get my backups. And in all of this, I just wasn't stressed at all. I keep telling my husband, listen, let me calm down. And I took that mic and I went up on stage. My music was literally sent the same just some minutes before I went on stage.
Oh, wow.
I'm telling you. You know, so I just think it's a stepping stone of teaching, some sort of healing, and telling you that once you believe in yourself and you believe in the Almighty, that you're capable of doing anything, you're capable of you know, creating greatness. This is just my belief, and I think it's the truth.
Yeah. Well, listen, I again, the pressure might be on because there's a lot riding on it. You're the only female.
And not just the only female. I've had women, I've had men come up to me. We're counting on you, you know.
Yeah.
Don't go there and do no, you know, people people would make, I don't think people is even conscious sometimes of their approach.
Right.
They would say things, but they've been insulted in a type of way. Whereby I've had genuine people that said, we're rooting for you, we know you can do it. And I don't blame people, I don't judge, because you don't know, we all are not brought up under the same household.
Right.
So sometimes people approach may not be the right way, but maybe they're genuine about it. Or sometimes they might try to be technical, but try to kind of break his spirit. So you don't know, you would never know unless somebody tell you. So how I deal with it, I just take everything in a positive light, you know, because the way people approach you sometimes could break your spirit. And you just have to tell you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in who you are. And once you know your capability, then you wouldn't allow anything to break you.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's talk about the song.
Yeah.
The song. Who wrote the song? Who are some other people behind the music?
The song actually, me and Lavaman are like brothers. We always on the phone, you know, chatting about music. And, you know, he always encouraging me and telling me, girl, you could be the female. You need a kind of aggressive female in the team. And you could be the one in the camp. And, you know, he would laugh. He would say, Pinky, you just behave like a man on stage. And people don't understand. I've had experience whereby you go to perform and women will just be in front, they're bashing you and saying things. And I learned to cut that off. I learned to cut it off because what I see sometimes happening is that people want to do what you're doing.
Yeah.
But they don't know how to make that step. So instead of, or maybe some people have insecurities among themselves and they feel by lashing out at you because they feel away, why is she so confident? I've had women ask me that. Why are you so confident on stage? I've had female artists approach me with that. You know, how do you go about, you're never shy or anything like that? And if I sit here and say, no, I'm never shy, I would be lying.
Right.
When I started music, there were times I would get cold feet, but I never let it stop me. The thing about me now, I'm more confident, and not just as I'm successful now. As the years go by and I learn more about the music and I realize that I have this power. I have a voice that I can speak to the crowd and connect. And once you find yourself and you find your talent, you find where, I'm not the female artist with a voice that melodious and I can sing and no, I'm not that female. But I have this aggression. You can tell in my voice. I have this way that when I approach a stage, I can get people's attention. Right. And once you realize your talent and your point where you're good at that point, and that's it, you just have to search and find yourself, who you are, and your strong points and your weak points. And that's what I did. And, you know, that rhythm came out. It's a young man called Stupid Dog. His real name is Yakini. I'm not sure about his surname, but Jello works with him a lot.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm familiar with him.
And they sent the rhythm. Lava spoke to them, and they sent the rhythm. And I have this producer abroad that we speak all the time. I normally get up in the wee hours and practice. You know, my husband would say, people sleeping and you're in the kitchen singing up and down. 3 o'clock in the morning, 4 o'clock I'm up, and then I have to go to work at 6 or 7 because I'm a radio personnel. So I have to get up and go to work, and people don't understand the sacrifice that you make. In the years before, I've never done that. Right. But then I realized anything that you want to be successful, it takes hard work and dedication. So I started getting up and they would tell me, listen to all the other female artists in Trinidad and practice with your voice, singing their song. And I would do that. I would turn up my music and have my own little party inside my house. But they don't understand the strategy behind it. I was actually training myself, right? And they sent the rhythm and I sent it to Power. Power has worked with many artists here. I mean, Mandela, Lava Man, a lot of artists. But he's not the kind of artist that wants this attention. He's a producer. He stays in the back. But I like to give everybody their flowers, so I will mention his name because he plays a very part role in this production right here.
Yeah.
So Mandela was by him, and they sent the first song, and I said, I like that one, but his song ain't bad. And then Mandela sent me a voice, and girl, Pinky, you know you like to talk, eh?
Yeah.
Pinky, I had a song, and I'm telling you, I feel usually only female, you know, it's a spiritual thing because I call this one, I call that one, I ain't getting through, but I get you. And he sent the song, and when I heard the song, I said, yeah, boy, I like it. But then we had a little dispute because he wanted to tell me how to sing the song.
Right.
He wanted me to say certain words, and I'm saying to him, if you're singing it, it's different. But if I'm singing it, I got to bring out the energy from me. So I'm from Grand Anse, you're going to tell me to say Mushman shop. No, the carb shop in Grand Anse, that's where all the men line.
Right,
so I switched up a few things, and it wasn't take on, it was another word he wanted me to use. And then eventually he had no choice to leave it like that, you know. And I want to say I'm grateful for him bringing up, you know, that idea, the concept and everything. And it just took up from there. We did the song. And never in my lifetime I thought this would be such a wonderful, you know, what's happening now.
Yeah.
I remember when I got the phone call and they said, girl, they're playing that song over and over at the airways and people calling for this song. And I went down in front of my bed, kneel down, and I started praying because I still praying, but I saying, I just maybe for today, man. You know, and it's not that I didn't believe in myself, because it has happened before where I released a particular song and I was told, boy, they ring out that song today, and then I never heard about the song. But I think it was because of the concept of the song. I don't know if few phone calls were made that they stopped the song from getting the play that it should.
That happens sometimes.
It happens, but I cannot say that it did because I don't have any proof. It's just my thoughts.
Right.
So I'm only saying this to say that it was like somebody had to pinch me. That I literally, because I have had people say to me, I argued with a DJ once and he said, Pinky, you think at this age you will get a hit? I tell him, yes, man. God tell me when you're ready for me, everything will just happen, whoosh, whoosh. And you know, and that keep telling me that it's your belief. Faith has a lot to do with this. You know, faith have a lot to do with this. And this is the production. Take on and stay quiet. For me, you can take that song. I've seen a lot of men, they would, you know, make comments about this song because men feel a type of way. Because in the years, you would hear men say, you meet today, you have to leave a day. Honda raining. If a woman do it, she this. They would describe women body parts. If you listen to most of the songs, not just soca, R&B, whatever song, whatever series of music, it's always a woman getting bashed or either a woman getting uplifted. It could be, you can take it, there's both ways. I'm not going to sit here and say everything about, sing about a woman is negative. But most times you would hear about a woman and a woman will dance and a man will dance. You would never hear a man, if a man sang this, a woman wouldn't criticize if a man sing it. There are women that would tell me they don't like the song because they take it the wrong way. Take on and stay quiet doesn't mean that you have to stay there and take on. You know? It's an uplifting song, meaning that this is a reality story where women been with men for years. Oh, I spent 8 years with him. Well, leaving him and go. All man cheating, next thing I go, you know, it's the same thing. And you accept that because you're lost who you are as a person. You're hurting and you're going to continue to hurt for years because he's not changing, because you're accepting his lifestyle. And it could happen both ways. It could happen to a male, it could happen to a female. So I don't just want to sit here and say, well, okay, it's just man that's on. Both parties on because the world is made up of both men and women. But I'm just saying this to say that it is empowering, not encouraging a woman to cheat because a man cheating. But you can take it and say, well, okay, I can move out. I can elevate. Or I can elevate myself by going back to school, maybe getting a better job. You have seen it in the days of growing up where women have end up with 13 children because it's from one man to the next, because we always believe that we have to rely on a man to make it. You know, so you can take this music, this song, and make it positive. It is effective to men because men see it as an empowerment towards women. They're telling you, take on and stay quiet. But if you listen to the topic and the verses in the song, it is basically saying that do so or like so, because, okay, I cheat on you, but you can't handle when I cheat back. But you've been doing it to me. Now it's the ball is in your court. You can't deal with it. Food can't stay on your chest. You can't think, you can't function, you're balling. So the answer is saying, well, take on and stay quiet because you've been giving me horn. You want to play with the horn, but you can't, you want to give both, but you can't take horn.
You can't take.
So you know, so there's different, you can take this song in any light that you want.
There was a big conversation that happened after the semis with a particular artist. And everyone was talking about what she was wearing, what that artist was wearing, and why she was wearing that. What was your take on the aftermath?
No, a lot of people, you know, I'm straightforward. And whether people like what I'm saying, it's just the reality of it. If you really look at the comments about that artist, I don't know who she is. I've never met her really in person. I looked at the video after because of all the controversy about the artist. She looks good.
Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong.
But there was a lot of women that was bashing.
Hold on. This is what I have to say. These are the same women that been talking about the costumes whereby I'll be wearing that costume. It bars just a particular part of your private area. You're walking out in the street with 1 million people looking at you. Almost 1 million.
Right.
The Grenada go flatten with all the foreigners. And you're comfortable. And some of you are saying, well, that is we money, we spending it, we still 2 years inside, one child life to live. But here you are bashing this woman. I'm not saying that some of the points that they make are not good points.
Right.
Me as a woman sitting here and saying, well, everything was wrong, no. I'll be honest. Spice come here, Spice would wear literally a onesie. Half of the vagina area exposed. And we cheer and we jump and we say, yeah, Spice the bad. We accept her. Even though we might be hypocrite and the next day running remote, but you understand?
Right.
But your very own, and it's not just that woman, I've seen them do it to many artists, body shame them, not understanding that all women are not shaped the same. Not because I slim and sexy doesn't mean that man will walk in and like me, you know.
Right.
He might look at a woman with more size than me and like her because people have their different likeness. We are all not shaped the same. Man didn't create themselves. You don't know what family you're going to be born under. You don't know how you are going to be shaped, right? But we all have a concept or a perspective of how human beings should look. And that is only your thoughts because of how mankind think. My point about this is, do you think, why couldn't a female artist, a female message that young woman privately and tell a girl, you could sing, but you shouldn't get on stage.
Right.
Or that outfit wasn't appropriate. Instead of bashing her publicly like that.
Right.
But then again, it's part of the industry. When you make yourself a public figure,
right,
you have to expect things like that. And then I would say this to say that, yes, at the same time, what if somebody else is looking and that alone make them scare away? A lot of females want to sing, but they're afraid.
Yeah. Well,
they are afraid
scrutiny.
because of these same thing. So what I'm saying to say now to the Carnival Committee and the association, what they should do is young artists that are stepping into the business, because they would know, they would be informed who is new, who is not, because they are the ones that are there. They are familiar with the names that are regular. Groom them, prepare them mentally. Just like having a child and preparing that woman to be a mother that is not just going to be having a baby and she's cute. It's an emotional thing. It's something that you have to deal with subconsciously. Groom them, because a lot of times people don't, for me, my background, you could say what you want, I come in there and I'm going to get on if I feel to get on.
Right. If
I tell my husband, babes, you see tonight, brace yourself, I'm going to mash up that show, he know. And it took me years to build that confidence. It took me years to know how to block away negativity and to do what I have to do.
Right.
Right? And I understand, yes, that a lot of them were shocked. I guess they wasn't expecting that. This is just I am saying this to say, but you have to understand then again, it's easy for people to be keyboard badge on it.
Yeah.
Because some of the people that are commenting, meet them in person, they're afraid to even say what they said to that young woman.
True.
So, I hope that this doesn't affect her in any way and that it should help her to build herself, because if she's going to be in that industry, she will have to deal with this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. And to that particular female, I say, do not be discouraged. I think that this could be a learning curve for her.
Yeah. But Junior, let me ask you something. You find them police to get hypnotized? Yes. Hey.
No, I
when I watch the video,
sexy.
some of them forget they played.
Yeah.
They start to go off rhythm,
Yeah, I
but
like
she
what
looks
she
good.
had. Yeah, she looks good.
She has a beautiful body, and I do think that. Let me tell you something. Would you be amazed to have a one-on-one conversation with that young lady? I've never spoke with her since. And maybe she must be thinking in her mind, and that's why I always say to people, you don't know how she was thinking. She probably saying, oh God, I will look good in that because I see Beyonce doing it. You don't know.
Yeah.
People don't know. You see, if you're not guided, sometimes all you need is guidance. Sometimes all you need is knowledge. And maybe she's just excited to sing and perform, and she thinks, well, okay, I go look good tonight, not knowing that it would have ended up in that situation.
Right.
So the thing is, we would never know because we're not conversing with her to know how she felt or what it's like for her. You know?
Yeah. Well, listen, guys, Pinky, we exhausted our time. It's 7:14. We give you all the back all the 20 minutes.
Yes. And I do have an event, 2 events to attend to.
Well, a lot of things happening for Pinky. Well, we thank you for taking the time to chat with us.
Yes.
For the rest of the week, we're going to have artists in here. Give us some closing remarks. What you want to say to the artists? What do you have to say to the people, the patrons, to your fans?
What I want to say is that as a woman, I want to make a difference for the women. Not that women didn't have a say. I mean, like in the industry, we had the Volume who has been doing her thing and everything like that. But I want to just show them that we can do it. You know, it feels good to be the only women and see those men like planning for me. They have a little fair boy. Everybody telling them, don't watch Pinky, so, you know. But should I watch Miss Wine easy, you know, Belmont? I'm not easy. I'm not the type to come simple. I'm going all out. And even if I don't place in the first three, which I will, or even if I didn't win, what is important is me representing the women.
Yeah.
Right? Women empowerment. Support the thing and stop this thing about, oh, we're not going there because the Soca Monarch wouldn't be good. If you don't give the youths a chance, how are they going to be great?
True.
You have to support them.
True.
You have to uplift them. You all have to start somewhere. Nobody start big. You start from scratch. This is a learning process. It's a stepping stone. The boys, you wouldn't be there all the time. In music and everything, if you notice, the names, the promoters keep changing because we all get old and somebody has to take over. So please get out of that mentality. Support the Soca Monarch. It's going to be one that you would not want to miss.
True.
I am singing number 10 in the stadium and I'm going to bring my A game.
Yeah.
That's right.
Definitely.
I'm going to represent the women. Women power, one love, unity. Without that, there is no strength. We need to stick together. Support it, right? Trust me. Pinky Fabalous in your face. Friday, Soca Monarch night. Remember, I tell you that.
Yeah, well, listen, we'll be anxiously awaiting that performance on Pinky Fabalous, Soca Monarch, fantastic Friday.
That's right.
And guys, check out the pay-per-view. We do not encourage the bootlegs.
Yeah.
Support the legitimate broadcasts, all right? Thank you, Pinky Fabalous.
Before I leave, I want to say thank you to Spice Mass Association. And Spice Mass, one thing I want you to understand that without the artists, there's no Spice Mass. Without Spice Mass, there would be no artists. Without the people supporting, we won't be there. Without the radio stations, we all have a part to play. Let us live in unity. And listen to the voices. Work with us, because if the artists are not here to create this, it won't have a carnival. The foreigners wouldn't come in because you all say the culture that brings in the economy, eh? Tourism. This is part of tourism. It's a big part.
Yes.
We're putting Grenada out there more on the map, right? Support the thing. Do more for the artists. Do more for the culture. Yeah, we have it's a change, you know. Change in government, change in the Soca Monarch. Remember, I tell you that. Yeah, man.
Yeah, so they say, a woman might walk away with it this time. We're going to be watching.
Yes.
It could be Pinky. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for being a part of our program today. We appreciate you so much. Tomorrow, I swear we're going to, whatever little kink we had today is going to be rectified tomorrow. But you guys stick, you guys stayed, you guys watched, you guys shared. We say thank you so much.
And thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it. One love. Thank you again to all the folks that have been contributing in whatever little way it is. I just want to say I appreciate you. My husband, oh my God, my number one. If it wasn't for you, I don't know what would happen. I'm sure he's home building some kind of props for me right now.
Oh, wow.
This man, God has blessed me. Oh, Lord, Father, thank you. My family, my kids, my mom, the entire Belmont, I'm going to make you proud. Thank you so much. I love you. Big up yourselves and be safe. We love you.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, man. Guys, this conversation was brought to you with the kind compliments of Amazing Colors. In fact, if you're looking for Monday Night Mass packages, we still have a few right behind me. Come on down tonight. We're going to close off here like in the next 20-25 minutes. You could come on down, or tomorrow we open for the rest of the carnival. Come in and pick up your Monday night package right here at the old NIS building. Come upstairs and get your packages, all right? And of course, you could check us out online at mnngrenada.com. That's mnngrenada.com. You can pick up your package, order your package online and pick up right here at the Mass Camp. Catch you guys again tomorrow, right here from the Mass Camp, Melville Street.
Take on and stay quiet. You're getting on like you in a dance. damn riot. Take on and stay quiet. You're getting on like you in a damn riot. But if you can't take foot, don't play with the horn. Don't play with it. Can't take foot, don't play with the horn. Don't play with it. Can't take foot, don't play with the horn. Don't play with it. Stand up there and take your boot just like a man. I hear they say, you can't stand. You're drinking a set of Guinness plus one man. What if was me in this situation? I hit in your boom bye bye just like Buju Banton. Take on and stay quiet. You're getting on like you in a damn riot. Take on and stay quiet. You're getting on like you in a damn riot. But if you can't take foot, don't play with the horn. Don't play with it. Can't take foot, don't play with the horn. Don't play with it. Can't take foot, don't play with the horn. Don't play with it. Stand up there and take your boot just like a man. You're playing test like you is the best. Right in the Carib shop, you used to make his zest. Now you get a heart, who can't even stay on your chest. Now you get chopped, you want to stress. Take on and stay quiet. You're getting on like you in a damn riot. Take on,
Also, guys, don't forget that
getting on like you in a damn riot.
Ariza will be coming to New York for Grenada Day. So we urging everyone to support and check out Ariza coming into New York for
Take your boot.
the Grenada Day. Come in and open up an account with Ariza. Big up to the Ariza team making its way to New York
Are you ready to go?
for the Grenada Day celebration.
You should put your name in the police station. Take on and stay quiet. You're getting on like you in a damn riot.
Tomorrow we have Brother B plus a host of other artists that will be performing live inside of the mass camp. Catch you guys tomorrow. Good night.
Don't play with the horn. Don't play with it. Can't take foot. Don't play